Oral hygiene and you are so important. Let's take care of both of them. Let's talk about it. Hi, my name is Jeffrey Butts, and I'm a doctor of dental surgery, and this is a channel about health and wellness for you, to make a better you. And today I want to talk about oral hygiene tricks and tips for you. Now, your hygiene is so important. I mean, your body hygiene, all that you do, keeping yourself clean in this crazy, filthy, nasty world that we're living in, and also so beautiful. You have to take care of yourself. Now, I'm a doctor of dental surgery. I'm an expert. This is my area. And I'm going to tell you what you need to do for you so that you can have a great dental appointment. You can have fresh, clean breath all the time, and that you will avoid things, simple things like heart disease because you weren't taking care of your teeth. All right, so let's talk about it. The very basic is really what all things are grounded in, okay? Complex things are really just little tiny basic things all stacked up on each other, and when you take the bird's eye view and you look at it, you're like, oh, whoa, that's amazing, that's so complex. It's not. Let's just start with the basics, okay? And here you go. It's not a secret, but some people think it's a secret. I'm gonna tell you, you gotta brush and floss twice a day. You know what? I already said that incorrectly. Let me help you. You have to floss first and then brush twice a day, air day. Thank you, Nelly. Air day, very important. And when do you do this? You do this before you go to sleep. Get your good night rest. You wake up in the morning, you're about to go to work, school, go to the beach, whatever you're gonna do. But before you go, please floss and then brush before you leave the house. That's it. Floss, then brush before you go to sleep. Floss, then brush before you leave the house or wherever you're leaving from in the morning. The basics, that is it. Now, why would somebody do so much flossing and brushing? Some people say, yeah, I floss once or twice a week. Ew, okay, I'm gonna say ew, all right? And it's okay, it's all right, ew, but you gotta do it twice a day. Because when you do it twice a day, what is happening? All right, so the bacteria that causes tooth decay is called Streptococcus mutans. And all my dental friends probably said that all at the same time. If you guys are watching, thanks guys. Thanks for the help with that one. Yes. Streptococcus mutans divide exponentially every 20 minutes. Okay. Exponentially means that 3 becomes 9, 9 becomes 81. So when you slept, and you left a bunch of bacteria on your teeth, then they divide exponentially, those big numbers, and they actually have a metabolic waste that comes out of them because they have left what you have left on your teeth. They're eating what you have left on your teeth. Ew. And they poop. Their poop is acidic. That acid breaks down the enamel layer on your teeth, causing cavities and stains and bad breath. There you go, that's it. That's really it. I can, again, drop the mic. I don't want to drop it just yet. I'm gonna pick the mic up. I pick the mic back up because I still want to tell you some more things, all right? Now, if you floss and then brush before you go to sleep, what you've done is you've broken up the day's accumulation of microbes that are not good for you, and you've made less of them so that when you go to sleep, there's less of them to divide exponentially every 20 minutes. But they do divide. You do leave some. Because actually, these Streptococcus mutans are not terribly bad for us. They actually are like, they're territorial. So when we eat or we breathe or someone has sneezed in the air and we breathe it in, all right? These Streptococcus mutans, they are already there. They are smoking and drinking in your mouth, and they see this new people, these new bacteria, these new microbes come in, and they're like, who are you? And the microbe's like, I'm the new guy. And your microbes that you already have say, okay, well, we don't need any more of you because we're all fill up here, okay? The bar's full. And they pass it down through your esophagus, and you burn it up in your stomach, all right? They basically help protect us from new diseases. No new diseases, right? So our job is to keep this Streptococcus mutan in check, and that's how you do it with the basics. Floss first and then brush. Now, why would you floss first? I'm gonna tell you. Good question, right? All right, so here you go. You floss first because what is in between your teeth, the toothbrush would never be able to get to. So you floss and you have to hug the floss, adapt it to the size of the teeth. And we'll talk about the kind of flossing and the flossing techniques in a second. But you break up the bacteria that is in between the teeth that the toothbrush can never get to. And once you've gotten it out from in between your teeth, then you put it into an area where your toothbrush could get to it. But if you brush first and then floss, you'll still leave a little bacteria or food particles on your teeth because you brush first and then you didn't, and then you floss. All right, so when you're doing this technique, flossing first and then brushing, all you gotta make sure that you're doing is doing it consistently. That's twice a day, every day, all right? So now, let's talk about the flossing technique, okay? And just visualize with me if you can, okay? Don't use the floss picks. Floss picks are amazing if you only have one hand. They are amazing. If you have a hand that does not or cannot manipulate regular string dental floss, floss picks are amazing. Now, why do I always see floss picks on the ground at the gas station? It does not make any sense to me. Because I'm like, someone is taking care of themselves. There's a garbage can right over there, but they feel like they could just drop the floss right by their car. I don't understand it. I mean, please think globally and act locally. That's my PSA for today, all right? Don't drop your floss picks on the ground for someone to walk over or see or bust up their beautiful view at the gas station. Just throw it in the garbage can, and you shouldn't be using your floss picks anyway, please, because they do not go around corners. That's the reason why floss picks are no good. Plus, when you floss and you push the floss down, you push the gums down, it pushes the bone that's holding the gums, that's around the bone, down, and now you're making your tooth longer. Just don't do it. It's not good for you. It causes periodontal disease. I know that they make those things in packs and bunches like this is what you should be doing. And I guess I appreciate them being made because it brings me more patients. It's not true. That's not true. I want the best for you. This is a health and wellness channel, okay? If you're listening to your friendly dentist, me, just don't use the floss picks, please, all right? So, let's say now we're using the string floss. The string floss seems like you should string them around your pointer fingers, right? It seems like you should, but you shouldn't. Now, I'm not giving you the finger. I'm not, but it looks like I am, right? But these fingers are what you're supposed to be wrapping the floss around. Why? Because you'll have these fingers to manipulate the floss. You can push it up and push it down to where you need to go, all right? And once you put it in your teeth, like in between your teeth, you wanna push it and hug it along the back tooth, and before you come out, you wanna pull it and hug it to the tooth in front of it. and then you come out, you wipe it off, and then you're able to go back into another section, pushing down, hugging, pushing and hugging. Sounds like love? Sounds like love, because what are you doing? Taking care of yourself. You're loving yourself by flossing and then brushing first. So, some people would say they need a water pick, right? Water picks are okay. It's fine. But they never, ever replace using floss. Just know that, now and forever. It's almost like going back to the floss pick. It just doesn't go around corners. It's a straight line at all times, and there are no straight lines in your mouth. Your teeth do not form straight lines. They are always curved, like the body. Nothing's straight, okay? So, you are flossing and then brushing. You could use fluoride toothpaste, it's okay. You can use a non-fluoride toothpaste. You can use the charcoal toothpaste. You can use toothpaste. I mean, the non-fluoride, I prefer the non-fluoride toothpaste myself, but some people feel, and they made us feel in dental school, that the fluoride was really good for you, but over time, I've seen that maybe fluoride isn't so great for you. That's another discussion. I'll leave that to the PhD doctors to figure that out, or figure that out for us, for all of us in our health and wellness. But flossing and then brushing, and the brush that you should use is only and always a soft bristle toothbrush. Never hard, never extra soft, never medium, because medium, hard, all of those styles of bristles, they actually pull your gums away from your teeth, and they can actually, over time, wear your teeth in to make little wear facets in your teeth, and it's just not good for you. So, what else? Oh, if you want to go crazy with it, you want super white teeth, you could use a little bit of hydrogen peroxide, maybe once or twice a week after you've flossed, after you've brushed. Put a little hydrogen peroxide in the cap, put it in your mouth, and you could just brush it for like 30 seconds if you want, okay? And then, yeah, your teeth will get brighter and whiter. But don't do it a lot, because if you drink anything that has any stainability, coffee, tea, soda, all of these things, if you whiten your teeth with this hydrogen peroxide, which is always the active ingredient in all whitening products, you will stain your teeth. So if you're using it, just make sure that you've already had your coffee or your tea or your soda if you're drinking soda. No soda, don't do soda. But some people could drink soda, of course you can. We have found that you can do anything that you want, because you have free will to do that. Some things are better than others, but you gotta live, because what is life without having fun? So please, have your fun. Take your time to do that. Eat, drink what you want, but keep it in small amounts, limitations, if it's something that's not so good for you. All right? So, that was it. I went through the basics in a very non-basic way, because the basics are going to be the things that keep us healthy and keep the bacteria off of our teeth in a way that it won't get into our bloodstream, into our hearts, and form plaque on our hearts. Heart disease, the same bacteria that's in heart disease is the same bacteria that is in an unhealthy mouth. And if you let your mouth flourish with unhealthy plaque and bacteria, well, the plaque is unhealthy because you just have a lot of calcium buildup. In that calcium buildup, it can form like bridges. In those bridges, bacteria lives, and that bacteria can travel everywhere and anywhere that it wants to travel, and it can go to your heart, through your gums, through the blood supply that takes up the space in your gums. It can go to the rest of your body. So that's why it's so important to take care of yourself by flossing and then brushing twice a day, every day, before bed, before you leave the house. Now, I'm almost done, okay? I gotta go. But you know, or maybe you don't know, that I believe that food, sleep, exercise, detoxification, and mindfulness behavior is actually part of oral health. It's part of overall health. This is what this channel's about. It's for you to be the best you. And if you're gonna be healthy, then go ahead and get wealthy also, because you're gonna live a long time and you're gonna need to keep eating and drinking and enjoying life. So I say, know what your blood type is, eat that way, drink plenty of water, make sure you're getting the proper vitamins and minerals. And why would you do all of these things? Sleep right, exercise, why would you do those? Because the Streptococcus mutans, they got a job to do. Because we all live together in a symbiotic relationship. Well, we have to make sure that everyone's holding up their end and not taking advantage of anyone, particularly you as the host to the trillions of bacteria that we have. You need to make sure that those trillions of bacteria do not get out of line. And proper food, sleep, exercise, detoxification, and mental behavior will make sure that your immunity is way up higher so that that bacteria will not get out of line. That's it. That's all I wanted to say about that. I really, really, really appreciate you guys listening. Please, if you find anything that I've said to be helpful, please, please share it with a friend. Please like and subscribe. Thumbs up in the comments and leave a comment. Let's talk about it. I'd love to talk to you. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you later.